Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. We are again on the GigaCraft server. I am Lord Gigabyte, of course, as you already know, since you are here. And as you can tell from last time, I believe we talked about I was going to move, and I wandered crazy amount of far away, over 5,000 blocks away, and settled upon this nice little plains with a forest and a plains and a desert and a forest. And I've started to settle in here. I've made a farm around the lake and grew a giant mega tree, and we have a nether portal that we can use to let us to take us back to spawn. And over here I've got a little barn with a whole bunch of cows. So we're all set on food because steak is the steak of kings. Steak is the food of foods. Let's see if they're ready for some love. Oh, cool, they are. And I've not really done a whole lot. I did start a mine, as would be expected. And I've gotten a few diamonds. I can show you in a moment. But what we really need to do is get started on the actual base today. Because I am anxious to start this base. I've got a wonderful design that I feel is going to be very interesting. I did build a self-powered charcoal machine because we are going to need a lot of glass. We're going to need a lot of stone. We're going to need a lot of stone slabs. And because that's what we're going to build the base out of. We're going to build something a little different here. It's going to be... I missed this piece of glass. Oh, yeah. A creeper came and decided to wreck my life in the middle of the night and like blew up all of this corner here. Caused me to be very irritated. Anyhow, if anyone is curious here, so let's go back here and revisit this super quick before we get into the episode. This is a self-powered coal machine. You just chuck a bunch of raw wood or any other charcoalable wood, logs, any log of any kind, stripped whatever, stripped wood, stripped logs, whatever, any charcoalables, and it will self-power. And you can see I have 64, 3 stacks. Well, 3 stacks and 4 now. So that's pretty good stuff. Now, so that way I'm going to have plenty. I'm going to have enough fuel to do what we got to do. Oh, but we have what we need right now to get started. We have 64 cobblestone and we have 64 ladders. And I thought I had a shovel. Where'd she go? Where'd Shovelly go? Shovelly, shovel. Where'd it go? Shovel? No shovel. Okay, shovel? Oh, there's my diamonds. Where'd the shovel go? Oh, it's in my inventory. That's a great place for a shovel, right there. We are going to head right over here. Oh, the mine is down this way. We're going to do some fun stuff down there eventually, but like I said, I just want to get started on this base. I think we're going to start right up here on top of here, because we're going to do the base, but we're going to shovel out a nice 3x3, because while we can use our nerd pole ladder here thing to get up, we're going to be 64 blocks up in the air from where we start. I'm going to put water around this, so that way we can just bail out when we're ready to move along, when we're ready to get down, versus trying to fight our way down a ladder. But I've also realized at this point I don't have a bucket. Well, a bucket? Bucket? Who's got a bucket? Not me? Okay. What was that? That's 3 iron, correct? Yeah. Okay. Hope everyone's hanging in there all right with global pandemic panic going on here. There we go, bucket. I am doing just fine. I hope everyone else is doing it well. Remember, just wash your hands and don't touch your face and don't cough on old people. especially if they're already sick. That was good. Good job. Okay, so let's get our bucket. And we're going to come up here, way over here, all the way around here, up here. I'm just going to fill this in. It'll just be our little water drop thing for now. I think eventually, when I get some time to get back out in the nether, we're going to just make a water elevator to go up versus these stupid ladders. But for now, we are... There we go. We are going to just... There we go. Because now we can drop from just about anywhere. And if we land... What are you looking at, chicken? That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Anyway, if we drop from 64 blocks up and we hit this little water pool, as all of you know, we won't die. So we're going to get started on our base today. And this is going to be wonderful. It's going to be quite a complicated build, and it's probably going to take us a substantial amount of time just because of its sheer size and complexity. But I hope you all will hang out while we build this thing. Of course, it obviously won't all be today. I've got some other things to do. I've got big plans for spawn, for my spawn plot. And splashdown. Okay. But this is going to be our way up with ladders. There we go. Does anyone remember back in the day when you could build a pole like this on the stack, and to climb up you could just do a ladder every other? Is anyone young enough or old enough? Remember that? I remember doing that all through the betas. When did they change that? What version? Go ahead and comment in the comments of your comment of when that was. And then we'll see. So this is where we're going to start our base. This is going to be the bottom level. The bottom floor of our base is going to be here. Which is way... Let's see. Wow, how high up are we here? 133 is our elevation for our bottom floor. And the base is actually going to be, I believe, 32 levels high. So we're going to have roughly 3 levels of 10. If I can calculate correctly, which I probably am not. And then that'll be how we go. So I'm going to take a short break here and pull up my plans for the base and be right back. Oh, man. Creeper wants to creep. Ain't creeping on me today. Anyway, alright, so I went and I took some measurements. This thing is going to be very, very large. I'm going to try and keep it a bit of a surprise. So let's go up to the top. And what we're going to do is we're going to lay out a little bit of a framework that should help us make what we got to make. You see, I grabbed a whole bunch of cobblestone. I don't even know if it's going to be enough. That's how big this thing is. Huge. It's going to be huge. All right. First of all, we need to expand our pull out on the top. Okay. So we need to go. Wow. I can't believe I'm making this thing. Okay, so here's 1, 2. 7. 20. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. plus the one we already added makes 44. We do the same on the other side. So we have 88 blocks. Like this. 2. Alright, I'm going to get these laid out and we'll be right back. Stand by. Like 80 blocks across. Okay, so that should be right. We are extended out 44 in either direction. So, oh, well, since I don't have actually any of the real material I'm looking for, we're going to have to do some kind of, I'm going to have to do something about that because I need smooth stone, or, well, I guess it used to be called smooth stone. I guess now it's just called stone. Uh, so that's what I'm going to use to build this first section here. Now it's going to be basically it's a torus shape. It's a massive torus. If you don't know what a torus is, it's essentially a donut. It's a 3D geometrical circle. It's a donut. And it's going to be 32 layers tall, 32 layers wide at the middle, and that's going to be our base. And it's going to be super rad. So, but we're going to make it out of stone and glass and love and hate. Because I know by the time we get to the end of this thing, we're going to hate working on it. This feels like a dropper. Let's see. We got it. We got it. All right, good. I know I'm going to end up dropping on that thing and probably dying eventually. But we're going to do some stuff with that. Well, what I do need to do then is because we're going to need so much, we should probably get some kind of long-term. Whoa, spooky sounds. Is that a helicopter? I don't know what that noise is. We're gonna need to get some kind of long-term massive cooking solution put in place. That's part of the reason why I've got the little machine in there that makes the charcoal, because digging for coal is going to be, I don't want to have to just sit and dig for coal all the time. So, I mean, we can set up, well, I gotta see how much iron I have. I got 53 iron. We can make some hoppers. We can make some stuff here. We can just set up a furnace smelting array. You know, put the hoppers on the topper. Put the, have them output to a chest. We could do that. I thought I built a bunch of, these cows are so loud. I thought I had built a bunch of furnaces by accident earlier. Where are they at? Yeah, here's 3 more. Well, let's do that. Let's just set up a 5 furnace system. Where basically we're gonna have 5 furnaces. Yeah, that's slick. Gigabyte, way to go. Yeah, 5 furnace system to where all we have to do is chuck stuff into a chest, the cobblestone or sand, and it just goes bloop, boop, 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 and then comes out into a chest, and we don't even have to think about it. So I know we just took a break as I just went ahead and laid that out, but give me a minute to work this, and we'll be back, and I'll show you exactly how you can make this very own creation of your own at home. Alright, so after some testing, boy, I tell you what, I decided we're not going to do a full-on 5 furnace machine because that's going to get way expensive. We're just going to do 2 furnaces for now, and we can expand upon it later on if we need. Because to make it, you need minimum of 3 hoppers. Okay, so if you want to make one where you just basically chuck it all in a chest, and then it fills the furnaces on its own and just does its thing. I mean, you can do one where you just put one chest on top of a hopper on top of a furnace, and then the furnace is on top of a hopper that empties into a chest. You can do that, and that's fine. And that's easy and simple. But if you want to have multiple furnaces and just one supply, it requires uh, you're gonna need 3 hoppers per furnace. You're gonna need one that runs across to distribute. You're gonna need one that runs down into the furnace, and then you're gonna need one that leads out of the furnace. So to do a 5 hopper setup is gonna require, a 5 furnace setup is require 15 hoppers. That's 15 hoppers. That's 15 chests. 15 that goes in each one. Looking here, we're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 15 by 5 is a lot. How many is that? 15 times 5 is 75 iron ingots. Plus 50, 75 iron ingots. That's over a stack. I don't want to do that many. I think I might have just set up a furnace array and just do it myself and just run up and down the ladder. Just not even bother with the automation. That's that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna do that because I don't want to deal with it. The good news is we do have 1, 2, 3, 4 stacks of charcoal here, and looks like the mega tree is growing real nice and big, and we're gonna get that cut down here probably off camera because that's gonna be boring. But we can get started on cooking some of this junk up. Let's go out here and see what we got hiding out here. We need stone, lots and lots of stone. Cobble, cobble, cobble. We'll grab the regular coal too. Anything in here? Some regular coal. Great. Okay. I'll get us started. And then, like I said, off camera, we'll get that mega tree chopped down. And then we're going to get some glass made. Let's just put half of that in there. Then we're going to get this other half in here. And we're going to get... Okay, I'm all out now. Let's go ahead and grab some of this here. We'll grab that, and we'll grab one of those. Then we'll chuck that in there, and that in there, and let's see. We'll take half this stack just for giggles. Okay, so we're just gonna let that do its deal, and we're gonna cook up a bunch of stone. I mean, this is gonna require a lot. I mean, this is a ton. The whole entire structure altogether is gonna require 25,408 blocks total. That's gonna be a mix of what we're looking for between the slabs and well, some of it'll be less, but it's a total of that many blocks. I think we're gonna be doing some slabs in there too, but we're gonna work on that and get some of that cooked up. Make a trip over to our desert, get some glass going, and get a good amount of supplies set up, and then we'll start getting the bottom level of the base done. But I don't want to bore you with a bunch of cooking, so I will get a couple of stacks or more built up of this stuff, and then come back and we will see what we can do. So just hang tight, and we'll see you in a few. And by a few, oh look, we already have some stone. Like one, okay. By a few, I mean probably a couple days, because my schedule is super busy. You know how everyone is these days. Self-quarantined at home with nothing to do, so I might as well just play some of the Minecraft. I heard a spider. This is dangerous. This ravine spot is like really dangerous stuff. Oh, I need to fix this roof. We're eventually going to run a minecart up there, probably, and then have an auto unload. Oh, you see, yeah, we're swimming in cobble down here. Cobblestone, cobblestone. We are swimming in the cobblestone. Oh, we got some glass that we can work with. Let's get some. I don't want the panes, just the blocks. I want stone block. I want blocks. Gravel, andesite, andesite. Here's some more coal we can grab. What do we want to throw out? Let's get rid of the seeds, and we'll grab that coal. And like I said, so it's gonna be a bit. Oh, we had a fence gate down here. Why is there a fence gate down in the mine? I don't understand. I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna have a good time here with this, and I mean, look at this. We could just go ahead and say, let's run a minecart up here, and then the minecart would auto unload, and then we could like set up something right here. The minecart could come up here, unload on its own, load into a item elevator that then loads them into a chest like this, and then if we have enough iron, go into a huge smelting array and just cook the daylights out of everything. We could do that. We really could. And I'd be fine with that. I'd be fine with that. But for now, let's just relax. And I'm going to get a bunch of stuff cooked up, and we will be back very, very soon. All right? We'll see you in a minute. And we're back. It has been, well, while it's only been a second or less for you, it's been closer to 3 days. 3 days for me. I had some issues with setting up the bottom layer of our base. Let me show you what I've got done. La! Gorgeous. Glorious. Wonderful. A lot of smooth stone. Well, it's not smooth stone, a lot of stone. A lot of it has been chopped down, redone, chopped down, redone, chopped down, redone. I've recooked some of this stone 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. I've fallen to my death half a dozen or more times. It has been quite the ordeal. It is going to be a long process, but I finally have it. I actually tore both rings completely down and rebuilt them once. But now I'm going to take you with me, and we're going to go up and we're going to take care of the floor on this puppy. So let's go ahead and grab what we can grab. All of this smooth stone. Well, we can't even get all of it. Let's get rid of some stuff we don't need. Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay. Get the axes out. We don't need the axes, and we are full up on adventure. Let's go up this door. Been quite the hullabaloo. But it was helping me decide what we're going to do next. I've expanded our farm. I needed more food. But we're going to do something up here in the Taurus once it's closer to being done. So swimming's faster. Whoa. Unless you fall down. Anyhow, is what we're going to do is we're going to do one of those item elevators, or one of those water elevators, the ones where you put the soul sand at the bottom, and then everything goes up extremely fast. Yeah, we're going to do one of those eventually. And it's going to be right here in the center. All right. And it's going to be any items that we do with the farm that I'm going to end up automating the farm. That will go into a channel that will wash and come up here. Any cow processing we do in the barn, I'm working on an automated processing with the barn. All that beef will come washing up the same tube. Anything we do as far as an iron farm, come washing up the tube. So our Taurus will be like a big giant UFO that's just sucking up all this material. Anything we do down in the mine, chuck it in a bin, chuck it in a cart, chuck it somewhere, and it will also come up here. And we will set up some kind of sorting system up here in the Taurus, and everything will be up here. But that's pretty much where I'm at, guys. It's going to be pretty awesome. And it's going to give us a lot to do. We're going to just lay down a little bit of flooring here while we should have been laying down the flooring while we've been already talking. Hopefully I have enough. Because this stuff takes 1,000,000 years to make. Because you have to take your cobblestone, turn it into stone, and then turn your stone into smooth stone. And like I said, it takes forever. And so I have all of these stacks, and hopefully it's enough to get us through a good portion of the floor. I'm going to work on this off camera, and when we come back next time, we will have the floor in, and maybe I should get a couple more levels in on it, because remember, it's going to be 32 blocks high, 32 blocks tall. At its main width, it's going to be 32 blocks wide, and it's going to be insanely huge. I believe the count of blocks was going to be over 10,000 that we're going to use, and I absolutely, first I thought, well, that seems like a lot, but once I got going, it's a massive amount, and it's very true. It's going to be a lot of materials. So we're going to keep working here on the Taurus, and we will see you guys in the next episode. So until then, so long.